and off the yoga mat. So today this video is specifically for ladies, but if you are a man watching this video, then I just ask you just to continue watching the video and to share it with your female fellow yoginis or your female friends and family who may be interested. Now, the topic of conversation today is, should I practice yoga when it's my time of the month and I'm on my period? So first of all, when you practice yoga, you start to develop a greater awareness of your body, your emotions and your feelings. And so it's really important that you adapt your yoga practice on a day-to-day basis, depending on how you're feeling. So it's not just important just during your time of the month, but to actually gauge how you feel on a day-to-day basis. Now, when it comes to your time of the month, whether it's a couple of days beforehand or on the actual day or a couple of days afterwards, depending on how you're feeling, you want to adapt your practice. So, for example, if you are experiencing heavy bleeding or you have PMS and you have cramps or you're just feeling quite tired and lethargic, then I would probably advise you not to do a high active yoga practice because this is actually just going to deplete you of energy. And instead, I would encourage you to do a gentle stretch practice. And sometimes if you don't even want to do the yoga postures and the asanas, you can actually just take a break from that altogether. And in fact, in some schools of yoga, they actually call this time of the month your ladies' holiday. So you actually can just take a holiday from doing your yoga postures. But you can still work with the breathing and the pranayama, the meditation and the relaxation. And what I would really advise you to do is to actually work on a restorative yoga practice. And a restorative yoga practice is much more ground-based, it's much more relaxing and calming for the body and the mind. And be sure to check out my next video where I will be sharing a restorative yoga class with you. And this is quite useful during your time of the month. Now, within your restorative yoga practice, postures that you can work on include things such as twists. So no kind of strong standing twists, but lying down twists where you're on the ground. And twists are a great way to cleanse and clear the body. And so that's going to be really good at this time of the month. Also, things that you can work with are seated forward bends. So avoid again standing forward bends, work with the seated forward bends. And forward bends are quite calming and quite passive. So again, this is going to be really useful at this time of the month. Things that you should avoid are deep, strong back bends. You can do gentle back bends, which will be a really nice way to open up the abdominal area. And again, I'll show you some gentle back bends to do in the restorative yoga video. But avoid the strong back bends. Also, things that you should really avoid are inversions. So things such as headstand or shoulder stands. And the reason that you want to avoid inversions is because there is a natural downflow of energy within the body called the apana current. And this runs from the belly button down. And so this really helps us during our time of the month to really clear out the body of any toxins. So when you do inversions and things, you're kind of encouraging that downflow to go in the opposite direction. And this is really not going to be great for the body because you're really not going to cleanse and clear yourself in the best possible way. So as much as you can, avoid inversions, and avoid inversions from the day that you start your period to the day that you finish. So it's not a case of just avoiding it on the first day, just avoid it throughout your period. Those are a couple of things that you should avoid in your practice, in your posture practice. Now, when it comes to your breathing and your pranayama session, I would encourage you to avoid deep abdominal breathing, so things such as kapalabhati, and instead work with just normal deep breathing. You can also work with the alternate nostril breath, as this starts to bring a sense of balance into the body. Also, because during your time of the month there may be quite a lot of heat in the body, you can also practice the cooling breath, so things such as Shitali and the Sitkari breath. Now finally, you can work with the Ujjayi breath, which is quite a good relaxing breath. But just be careful because it can also be quite heating. So what I would encourage you to do is to work with your Ujjayi breath on the exhalation only. When you work with Ujjayi on the inhalation, it can be quite heating. So just do a normal inhalation, and then on your exhalation, work with the Ujjayi because it's quite relaxing. Especially when we work on lengthening the exhale, this will start to just really allow your body to relax and let go. And finally, during your period time, there can be a lot of emotions and feelings and things arising for you. And when we start to react to these emotions and feelings, it can come out sometimes in a negative way. So you may feel angry or frustrated, and this can have an effect on our relationships and the people around us. So instead, what I'd encourage you to do is to actually allow yourself some time alone, so time alone during this time, to do your yoga practice, to really do your relaxation and yoga nidra, and to really just find a space where you can just let go. When you can start to let go of all this heaviness that is coming up, this will start to just cleanse and purify you and allow you to step into a place where you feel a bit lighter and a bit more happier and joyful about things. But obviously this can be difficult, but just keep going back to your yoga practice, allowing that time alone for you to just spend on your yoga mat to relax. Also, another thing is that during this time, obviously these emotions and these feelings are coming up, and this is just a form of energy. And we can actually transfer this energy into something more productive by tapping into our creativity. So during your period, if you are feeling really, really tired and things like that, then just relax. But when you feel like you have a little bit more energy, then you can start to just do something creative. So whether you like to dance, or you like to sing, or you like to cook, or you like to bake, or whatever it is that you find enjoyment from, just go and do it without sort of having any expectations. Just go and do it just for the sake of just enjoying that experience. And that way you start to just transfer that energy with the frustrations and the anger and everything that can come out during that time, and transfer it into something more productive. And so once again, just allow this opportunity in this time and space for you to just spend with yourself and to do really nice things for yourself too. So once again, I will be doing a restorative yoga practice in my next video, so be sure to check that out. And this video will be for women and for men too. Also, I would love to hear from you on this subject. So how do you adapt your yoga practice during your time of the month? Share your comments, your thoughts and your questions in the comments box below. And just remember that here with Yoga with Jaina, I'm creating a community where we can just really share our thoughts with each other, because a question that you have in your mind is inevitably going to be a question in somebody else's mind too. So when you ask a question, not only are you going to be helping yourself, but you're also going to be helping somebody else out there as well. Also share this video with your friends and your family, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more upcoming videos. And also head on over to yogawithjaina.com and sign up to my newsletter, because I share more yoga information and news via my newsletter. I also share information about my events and upcoming workshops, and there's a couple of exciting things that are coming up quite soon, so do make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. But otherwise, that is everything for now, and I hope to see you all in my next video. So thank you and namaste.